I think we often forget to check up on people, on others, and we forget about being nice to everyone. I'm not saying you should be fake or you should be like too polite and trying to please everybody else, but I think in some friend groups and like in majority of them, unfortunately, so many people are kind of left out. And I'm not saying because the friend groups are toxic or something, but usually if there's lots of you, it's always one or two people who are get invited a bit less often, who are not so, funny or not always in the center of attention, and they're kind of left out. Or uh correct me if I'm wrong, but I really think it's one of, like, it's really popular thing and really known one. And I really encourage you to think about those people. And you have no idea how much being nice actually changes the story. And you have no idea much of a power you have by this ability to be kind to them. And I'm sure you've seen some films, some books, and it's everywhere, kind of psychological, but really helping people and being nice to people. And sometimes you don't know who really needs it or who don't, because they're like, we're all trying to be kind of independent and I don't need anyone. But I really think that being nice to people who may not feel so comfortable as you are, because our human brain works like, if I'm not the one who's left out, I'm alright. I have cool friends, I'm in a cool friend group, I have cool position, and you forget how many people are struggling to get there, how many people are actually being left out. And you don't think that in your high cool position you're actually able to help them feel not so lonely, to help them feel not so bad about themselves. And I really, really think that if we all started being more kind to each other and try is more, I don't know, care, like, we'll care about each other a bit more, and just pay attention on whoever feels uncomfortable. Maybe if you don't like them, I encourage you not to talk to them, because if you're fake, it is visible. If you're not honest, not sincere, trust me, it will be worse than if you didn't talk, really. But I think that if you see somebody's left out and you don't have any negativity in, like, to this person, or you're not angry with them or everything, I really believe that it's, one of the best things you can do to go to them and just talk to them casually. I'm not saying you should be like a charity worker and just tell me about your problems, tell me about your issues, what's about your family. You should not be like that, but just try talking to them, because sometimes it's only about one person who is really one dialogue, one message. How are you? How are you doing? Make sure that person is not feeling left out, because you're having this power to change their story. And maybe they're right now in a position they cannot, or they struggle. And if you can be the person, the light, the whatever, the miracle who would change their position into society, who would change them, who would make them feel more secure, I really, really think it is worth it. And sometimes it's only about one real friend. It's only about one person who's genuinely nice to you, so that you have some support. And so many people are unlucky to not have one. And trust me, if you have a group of friends, I'm so happy for you. I really am. But think about people who don't, and imagine being their support. Imagine being there for them. I'm not saying you should spend all your time with them. I'm not saying you should go for weekends and hang out with them all the time, but it's about being just a support. I'm not saying you should be their friend even. I'm saying you should only be there for them, maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for one talk, but it really helps. And I think as soon as we get this high position in society, we forget about where we came from, kinda. It sounds really like philosophic and maybe a bit cynical, but I think that we all should kind of remember that it's luck, and like mostly, I'm not like, it's hard work, but also it is luck. And some people are just not as lucky as you are to find right people, to find right friends. And make sure, please, that you're kind to them.